Good day, YouTubers. Today we're just going to dive into switch statements, which is part of our C# Learn the Right Way series. I'm going to save both of our time, and I have some code that I'm just going to copy in here. You can see that we have an integer that has been assigned the value 3, and we have a string value called result, which is assigned empty string. Now you can see here is our switch statement block, and you can see you pass in what is the decision factor. So right now we have choice, which is a integer, and we're passing it in, and switch is going to test that choice against all the different cases that it has listed. And right now we have a case that's listed as 1, our next one is 2, and as 3, and you can make these anything. In this case, because choice is an integer, the case has to be an integer too. So we could test it against case 100, 222, and 355 for argument's sake. And now let me just, here's our little error message. I'll just make it match up with these, and also our results. Okay, so now I just changed our cases to 100, 222, and 355. Let's go ahead and run this. And as you can see, our choice currently is 3, which isn't in this list. So what it's going to do is it's going to test it against each of these case options. And if it finally gets to the end, if it doesn't find a match, and you have a default block, it will run the default block, which you can see is here. And notice that on every test, you have to have a break at the end. The code will, what they refer to as, fall through the choices, and it will run all the results if you don't have a break. I will demonstrate that shortly, but let's get this off and run this. So as we expected, the choice that we provided, which was 3, was not part of the list, so in return it displayed the default message, and invalid selection, please select 100, 222, and 355 was displayed. Okay, so let's try and pass in an expected value. Let's try the 355. Let's go with it. And as you can see, nothing has been displayed because we actually don't have anything being displayed after our switch. So we know that results is getting, we have a value result that's getting assigned some text value. So I'm just going to display that. And let's go ahead and run this, and we'll see you chose case 300, and it worked as expected. I'm pretty satisfied with this. Just for a demonstration case, I'm going to change our choice to some string. So now all of a sudden we've changed and let's just say they're people's names. Let's just say this first person happens to be Barry. There's a case for Barry. There's a case for Joanna, there's a case for John, and let's just make these match up. You chose Barry, you chose Joanna, and you chose John. Okay, and then the choices that have to be provided is Joanna, Barry, and John. Okay, let's go ahead and run this. Now you can see it's displaying Barry. So with switch statements, you can use any kind of variable you want that you want to pass in, whether it's a string, integer, decimal, a bit, a boolean, but you name it. Thanks for watching. That is the end of our tutorial regarding switch statements. We look forward to seeing you back.